Hey guys, how's it going? This is Kyle. I know it's been a while since I posted a video, and I know I've been kind of keeping up on the LinkedIn thing, but just wanted an opportunity to talk to you guys about linking clients' expectations and their needs versus their wants, right? So things have been really busy at work. I'm talking like 75, 80-hour work weeks. Things have just been crazy, so I apologize for not keeping up, but I wanted to share a couple of recent experiences with you. And first of all, I work for Eurotech. We're a polymer injection company, which is great. It revolves around foundation repair and infrastructure and all that fun jazz. I've talked a lot about it. But, polymer isn't always the answer. And I spoke about this back in my paradigm video from a long time back. And I guess I'll just jump right into it. You have mixed results with any foundation repair. An example, we've done two projects. They were basically mirrors of each other. It was a 2-story structure, very heavy, had an addition that was tied together with grade beams. All of it had post-tension cables running through. In one structure, we had 7 inches of lift that was required. In the other one, we had 3 inches of lift. In the 7-inch lift structure, we got over 5 inches of lift. There was only a 2-inch differential when we were done. And when we did the 3-inch lift, it only came up 1 inch. And that was based off of some structural conditions and some soils conditions and some other stuff like that. Like, we started to damage some of the inside slab for the 3-inch lift, and that's why we only got 1 inch out of it, right? All the other stuff like the GPR. So when do you know to recommend piering versus polymer versus something like that? This is also, I hate to sound super salesy, right? But you find out what a customer's wants or needs are and you link them to products. That's what that video about the paradigm of foundation repair was actually all about. You have to identify what they're looking for and then educate them on whether or not your product does that. And if your product doesn't do that, spend the time, right? Again, I hate to be super salesy, but maybe they have a friend or a family member, or maybe they go to work and they talk about this experience where you couldn't possibly sell them anything, but you still talked them through and educated them on how to solve their problem, right? An example, I had a really good client recently. He had a residential home. He was flipping it. I'm going to set this over here. Sorry, my arm's tired. He had a residential home. He was remodeling it and gutting it inside and out. And he had like 7 inches of lift that he needed to do on this thing. And in speaking to other contractors, literally every single foundation repair guy was like, yeah, you need piers and you shouldn't use foam and so on and so forth. And I understand the thought process, okay? You can't guarantee a lift with polymer. Some lift, and you have to have those hard conversations, right? You have to discuss the fact that there's a good chance you're not going to get this thing lifted up to level, right? So for this guy though, since he was gutting the entire interior, all the walls came out, all of everything came out, he just needed it within relative level, and he was going to be able to plane out the remainder in order to build everything up to whether he floated it or he built everything around it, even build a step down if we got no lift out of it. But we were able to talk him through it, get the job, and we actually lifted almost to perfect level with that. We started to overstress his footing in some areas, so it was still down like 2 inches in one corner, but the rest of it got brought up pretty much to level. And he was happy with that. This is versus another agency I was having a discussion with about building cutoff walls to prevent moisture infiltration underneath the structure. And we'd given them a proposal, and we were going through a lot of the detailed nuances with it, and I was presented with the question, well, can't we build a physical connection with concrete and use like a concrete apron to go up and down in order to stop the moisture infiltration? The answer is yes. and the answer was never no. And I'm not sure myself like why the discussion was being had with that. And when they asked, well, why use polymer? And the answer was, well, we're going to knock it out in 3 days for 60 grand versus you using that concrete apron for 200 grand, and it'll be down for almost a month and a half. It's up to you. What do you need? And you link that to the products, right? So these are just a couple of examples and experiences of recent experiences actually that I've had with clients, whether it's residential or an agency or something else like that. You find good solutions. And once those solutions are tied in with their wants and their needs, from that point forward, you educate them, and hopefully you're a part of that education, right? Hopefully your product will do the thing. If not, have a good list of references, other people who do other things that you can refer them over to, and do your best for each individual person. And as long as you do that, I think you'll find success as a salesperson, as a project manager, as any type of a specialist you want to put in your title or your name. And you know, again, if you guys are one of these agencies or clients, reach out to me. If I have the answer, I'll give it to you. If I don't have the answer, I'll direct you there. That's sort of what all of this is about, education. So anyway, this is my advice. Take it or leave it. I appreciate you guys. Again, please like, subscribe, all the stuff. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, drop a comment below or private message me directly. And yeah, that's about it, guys. Thanks so much. Miss y'all, and hope you have a wonderful day.